Yeah. Drawing lines on a white page, wisdom coming with every age. Shadows moving on a wooden desk, everything is looking picturesque. One spark in a quiet zone, sitting on my own private throne. Aromatic cloud in the midnight air, not a single trace of a heavy care. The lamp is a small golden sun, knowing that the daily race is done. Logic is a pattern in the ink, giving me a silent chance to think. No more pressure from the outside world, watching how the spirit is unfurled. Found my rhythm in a graphite lab, peace is the only thing in my head. Everything is moving real slow now. Night sketch in the middle of the room, safe from every bit of city gloom. Just a vision and a soul in flight. Everything is looking perfectly bright. Night sketch in the middle of the room, everything is looking perfectly bright. Shadows dance up on the bedroom floor. I do not need a single thing anymore. Time is standing purely still here. Everything is finally looking real clear. Relaxing every single tired limb. Lights in the distance are getting dim. Warmth is spreading through my open skin. This is where the better days begin. Mine is open like a widescreen view, searching for the things that are true. Focus on the rhythm and vibration, safe from every noisy city station. Everything is perfectly still now. I do not even have to wonder how. Time is moving like the thick mud, running through my tired calm blood. Everything is feeling fine. Night sketch in the middle of the room, safe from every bit of city gloom. Just a vision and a soul in flight. Everything is looking perfectly bright. Night sketch in the middle of the room, everything is looking perfectly bright. Counting every win along the way, at the end of every sunny day. Grateful for the very quiet view, starting something fresh and very new. Peace is sitting in the open heart. This is just the perfect golden star. Silence is a heavy and a gold key, setting every heavy little thought free. Journey is the only goal I find, healing for my tired and weary mind. Found my strength in the quiet sound, feet are staying steady on the ground. Final turn is almost finished tonight. Everything is looking perfectly right. Spirit is a bird in the open sky, watching all the heavy troubles fly by. Stomach is full and the sun is high. Everything is moving slow now. Night sketch in the middle of the room, safe from every bit of city gloom. Just a vision, bit of sit in flight. Everything is looking perfectly bright. Night sketch in the middle of the room, everything is looking perfectly bright. Yeah, yeah. Stomach growling but the vibes are high, watching how the seagulls fly by. Found a 5-piece in the glove box bin, that's exactly where the day should begin. Walking slow to the corner store grill, I don't even have a $20 bill, just a handful of change and a big old grin, knowing that I'm finally gonna win. Order number 7 with the extra fries. I can see the hunger in my own eyes, steam rising up from the paper bag. I don't let the heavy spirit ever sag, sitting on the curb with a plastic fork. Tired of the city and the office work. One spark in the middle of the light, everything is looking perfectly bright.
Found my rhythm in the simple taste. Not a single second gonna go to waste. Everything is getting soft and warm, safe from every single winter storm. Everything is moving slow now. Dollar menu in the golden sun, knowing that the work is finally done. Just the hunger and the silver cloud. I am silent and I'm very proud. Dollar menu in the golden sun, knowing that the work is finally done. Everything is finally looking right. In the middle of the morning light, shadows dance upon the sidewalk line. Everything is finally looking fine. Time is standing still in the hazy heat, to the heavy and the steady beat. Relaxing every single tired limb. Lights in the distance are getting dim. Warmth is spreading through my open skin. This is where the better days begin. Mind is open like a widescreen. Best little moment that I've ever seen. Focus on the way the mustard drips, watching how the heavy world flips. Everything is perfectly still today. I don't have a single word to say. Time is moving like a thick shade, for the sake of every breath I take. Found my center in the paper plate. I'm just a passenger of my fate. Found my power in the simple life, safe from every single urban strife. Everything is feeling fine now. Dollar menu in the golden sun, knowing that the work is finally done. Just the hunger and the silver cloud. I am silent and I'm very proud. Dollar menu in the golden sun, knowing that the work is finally done. Everything is finally looking right. In the middle of the morning light, counting fries upon the oily tray. At the end of every sunny day, grateful for the quiet and the view. Starting something that is very new, yeah. Peace is sitting in my open heart, knowing that it's only just a start. Silence is a heavy golden door. I don't have to worry anymore. Journey is the only goal I see, healing every single part of me. Found my strength in the quiet sound. Peace is all that I have ever found, yeah. Final turn is almost done tonight. Everything is looking perfectly right. Spirit is a bird in the open sky, watching all the heavy troubles fly by. Disappearing every old mistake, for the sake of every breath I take. Stomach full and the sun is high. I don't even have to wonder why. Everything is moving slow now. Dollar menu in the golden sun, knowing that the work is finally done. Just the hunger and the silver cloud. I am silent and I'm very proud. Dollar menu in the golden sun, knowing that the work is finally done. Everything is finally looking right. In the middle of the morning light. Velvet strings in the air, I can feel it everywhere. Walking down the golden coast to the things I love the most. One spark in the morning sun, knowing that the work is done. Aromatic, thick, gray cloud. I am silent, I am proud. Palm trees waving in the breeze, moving with a natural ease. Warmth is hidden on the skin, where the better days begin. No more pressure in the mind, leaving all the stress behind. Found my rhythm in the flow, watching how the riches grow. Violin is playing soft, holding every dream aloft. Found my center in the light, everything is feeling right. Everything is moving slow now. Time is just sand in the palm of my hand, living my life like I finally planned. No more clocks, no more counting the days, finding my soul in the golden age. Time is just sand in the palm of my hand, living my life like I finally planned. Everything's smooth and the vision is clear. Nothing is left for the spirit to feel. Shadows dance on the floor. I do not need any more. Time is standing still here. Everything is finally real clear. Found my rhythm in the haze for the many long days. Relaxing every single tired limb. Lights are getting very dim. Warmth is spreading through skin, where the better days begin. Mine is open and so wide, nothing left for me to hide. Yeah, focus on the rhythmic vibration. Safe from every city station. Everything is perfectly still now. I do not even know how. Time is moving like the mud, running through my tired blood. Found my center in the soul, making every fragment whole. Everything is feeling fine now. Everything is feeling fine now. Time is just sand in the palm of my hand. Living my life like I finally planned. No more clocks, no more counting the days. Finding my soul in the golden haze. Time is just sand in the palm of my hand. Living my life like I finally planned. Everything's smooth and the vision is clear. Nothing is left for the spirit to fear. Counting waves on the way. At the end of every day, grateful for the quiet view. Starting something very fresh, new. Peace is sitting in the heart. This is just the start now. Silence is a gold key, setting every heavy thought free. Journey is the only goal, healing for my tired soul. Found my strength in the quiet, safe from every city ride. Final turn is almost done, waiting for the early dawn. Spirit is a wild horse, following the natural course. Disappearing every old fear. Everything is finally real clear. Velvet strings in the air, I can feel it everywhere. Everything is moving slow now. Time is just sand in the palm of my hand. Living my life like I finally planned. No more clocks, no more counting the days. Finding my soul in the golden haze. Time is just sand in the palm of my hand. Living my life like I finally planned. Everything's smooth and the vision is clear. Nothing is left for the spirit to feel.
Door slide shut behind me. Car is cold and bare. Fluorescent light above me, flickering everywhere. Tunnel swallows everything, outside disappears. Just a hum of motion and the track's quiet gears. Reflection in the window, someone looking back. Same tide eyes just staring down a different track. Midnight run goes nowhere, anyone would go. Sub bass underneath me, moving soft and slow. Last train through the tunnel, nobody aboard. Just the lights and darkness, everything ignored. Rolling through the silence, this is my reward. Station after station, empty platform waits. Nobody is boarding, nobody awaits. Benches holding nothing, signs when no one stops. Underground keeps moving, never seems to drop. The feeling of displacement, riding past the last exit that was familiar. Everything is past, now it's just emotion, tunnel and the glow. Blues guitar comes softly through the stereo. Last train through the tunnel, nobody aboard. Just the lights and darkness, everything ignored. Rolling through the silence, this is my reward. Terminal is coming, somewhere up ahead. But the ride is better than arriving said. Nobody who rides this later somewhere real. Urgent to be going, all we need to feel is the gentle rocking of a car in flight. Underground and moving through the hollow night. Doors will open shortly, cold air rushes in. Last train brought me somewhere I can start again. Last train through the tunnel, nobody aboard. Just the lights and darkness, everything ignored. Rolling through the silence, this is my reward.
The urn quiet, long week finally over now. Watching the sun go down, I have clearly won today. Finding my own quiet way. Bills are all paid up, coffee in my white cup. Foundation been laid down, strongest in this whole town. Building it brick by brick, doing it all real slick. Vibe is very thick now, taking a deep bow now. Clocking hours every single day, nothing left for to say. I am not afraid now, in the cooling shade now. Hard work finally paying off, never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft, sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace, let the heavy tension cease. Hard work finally paying off, never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft, sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace, let the heavy tension cease. Stacking all the gold coins, where the future finally joins. Stories never truly been told, heart is brave and bold. Counting every single blessing now, never any second guessing now. No more heavy mental stressing, life is worth all expressing. Boss talking way too loud, I am proud and bound. Standing in a great crowd, hidden by the silver cloud. Building on my own name, burning like a hot flame. Never feeling any kind of shame, winner of the entire game. Hard work finally paying off, never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft, sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace, let the heavy tension cease. Hard work finally paying off, never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft, sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet peace, let the heavy tension cease. Quiet when I finally win, where the new days begin. Washing out every old sin, ready for the next spin. Small team by my side, nothing left for the hide. Taking world for a ride, turning up the great tide. Consistency's the main key, only way for the beat. Finally feeling real and free, underneath the old green tree. Results speak for themselves, dust on every wooden shelf. Trusting only in myself, wealth is within myself. Hard work finally paying off, never gonna turn soft. Head is held high loft, sitting in the quiet loft. Earn this deep quiet beat, let the heavy tension cease. Night comes in like velvet slow, settles in the amber glow. Softens everything in reach, nothing left for night to teach, except to lay the hard day down. Let the quiet take the crown. Candle burning low and still, everything has gone fulfilled. Shadows moving on the wall, like they heard the evening call. Record turning in the dark, needle finding every mark. Warm and a law in fuzz, that's the only thing that does anything for me tonight. Velvet I was holding tight, velvet house wrapping me in soft. Nothing sharp enough tonight, everything is haze and warm. Velvet hours, that's the norm. Time is just the suggestion here. Velvet hours make it disappear, moving through the dark on sound. Velvet hours, that's where I'm found. Lean back, nothing in my hands, no device and no demands, just the ceiling and the shade, everything the night has made. Version of me no one sees, showing up with all the ease of someone who has nothing left to prove tonight. No theft of peace by any obligation, just a low and easy station of existence, soft and slow. In the amber and the glow, velvet hours bring them out, the one without the doubt. Softer and more honest here, velvet hours every year. Velvet hours wrapping me in soft, nothing sharp enough tonight. Everything is haze and warm. Velvet hours, that's the norm. Time is just the suggestion here. Velvet hours make it disappear, moving moving through the dark on sound. Velvet hours, that's where I'm found. Where I'm found. Somewhere between asleep and here, velvet hours make it clear. Everything can wait till dawn. Velvet hours carry on. 3 candles down, the first burn through. Wax pool like it always do. Rest when the purpose is complete. That's a lesson I repeat. Give completely to the hour. Don't rush past the velvet power. Guitar bends a note in there long after it was played there. That's the magic of this time. How the sound becomes a rhyme that moves through you with more weight than it carried at the gate. Haze between the notes is real, that's a thing I came to feel. Velvet hours every night, everything is quietly right. Velvet hours wrapping me in soft, nothing sharp enough tonight. Everything is haze and warm. Velvet hours, that's the norm. Time is just a suggestion here. Velvet hours make it disappear. Moving through the dark on sound. Velvet hours, that's where I'm found. Ooh, where I'm found.
Yeah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah. Guitar singing songs of the distant shore. I don't wanna struggle, I don't want the war. Sitting on a hill watching day expire, feeling like a spark from the holy fire. Mist is rolling down to the valley floor, opening the beauty, opening the door. No more internet, no more city noise, just the mother nature and the inner pores. In this green valley of the velvet dreams, everything is purer than it ever seems. 420 come, sun is at the peak, heart is beating loud for the truth we see. Western wind is bringing peace to every mind, leaving all the troubles far away behind, away behind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Old pair of jeans, dusty little book, writing down the past that the spirit took. Life is just a dance in the tall green grass, watching all the shadows and the minutes pass. Doesn't matter who's wrong, doesn't matter who's right. We got what we need to make it through the night. Healing up the hearts, healing up the brains, washing off the dust of the winter rains. In this green valley of the velvet dreams, everything is purer than it ever seems. 420 come, sun is at the peak, heart is beating loud for the truth we seek. Western wind is bringing peace to every mind, leaving all the troubles far away behind, away behind. Yeah, 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 yeah. The sun is setting red behind the emerald hill. Everything is quiet, everything is still. I see the beauty in the simple little things, feeling all the freedom that the magic brings. The garden is growing, the flowers are green, the most sacred little place that I've ever seen. Check the shadow clock, yeah, it's 420 now. Everything is honest and the stars align. In this green valley of the velvet dreams, everything is purer than it ever seems. 420 comes, sun is at the peak, heart is beating loud for the truth we see. Western wind is bringing peace to every mind, leaving all the troubles far away behind, away behind. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, now, 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 now. Oh, oh. I got that heat, boy.
Yeah, doing running miles, yet I'm standing still. Singing to the sky, climbing up the hill. Witness kiss and metal cold and silver chrome. Finally I found a place to call my home. No words are required, silence is the key. Looking at the waves of the rising sea. My path is lit, my heart in more light. Everything we wanted, we'll take tonight. On the highway coast, windows open wide, leaving all our fears on the other side. 420 on the dash, flying to the sun. Our magical journey has just begun. Feel the warmth rising, feel the inner tide. The most relaxed life in the world we ride. Yeah, yeah. Phones flashing by like a movie scene. This feeling was given, it's so serene. Backpack holds the vibe and a few ideas, leaving all the crowds and the urban fears. Building up the bridges out of mist and dreams. Breaking free from the city and the tight seams. Hands are moving up, it's our big show. Just hold on to reality as we go. On the highway coast, windows open wide, leaving all our fears on the other side. 420 on the dash, flying to the sun. Our magical journey has just begun. Feel the warmth rising, feel the inner tide. The most relaxed vibe in the world we ride. Horizon is burning a purple glow, moving with the rhythm, nice and slow. Endless summer in the heart of the night, turning every shadow into something bright. The ocean is calling, the air is so fresh, escaping from the system in the urban mesh. Check the digital screen, 420 on the line. Everything is poetic, everything is fine. On the highway coast, windows open wide, leaving all our fears on the other side. 420 on the dash, flying to the sun. Our magical journey has just begun.